files. So I'm going to start off by telling you the types of file storage LibGDX offers and what platforms they're supported on. So we've got ClassPath, and ClassPath files are directly stored in your source folders, so they are located within here, okay, within that folder. They're packaged with your jars and are only read-only, okay, they're read-only, so you can't write to them. You can read from them, but you can't write to them. They have their purpose, but they should be avoided if possible. I personally agree with that completely. Supported on desktop and Android, but not on HTML5 and iOS. Internal files are relative to the working folder on a desktop, so the folder where the jar is located, and on Android it's relative to the assets folder that we have here. Again, these are read-only because they're packaged within the application on Android, and they are supported on all platforms. Local files are stored relative to the application's, again, working directory on desktops, and on the private, on Android, in the internal storage, there's a private section, and that's supported on desktop, Android, and iOS, not HTML5. External, which is the one I recommend, external file paths are relative to the SD card partition on Android, and on the home directory of desktops, and this is supported on desktop, Android, and iOS, not HTML5. One question you might ask, actually, is what about Android devices that don't have SD cards, like the Nexus 5? Well, for those who have owned Nexus devices that are rooted, you'll know that Nexuses actually have all Android devices without an SD card slot have an emulated SD card partition, so you don't have to worry about that. But the final one is Absolute. Absolute file paths, these have the full path specified. This is not really recommended, it's not exactly portable, but it is supported across everything except HTML5. That's about it. So if you're going to be saving to the external or local storage, you actually need to check them first. You actually need to check if they're available. So Boolean is ext free or available. Boolean is loc free, and they're literally going to equal is ext free equals GDX dot files dot is external storage available. And is loc free is GDX dot files dot is local storage available. That's literally it. And if they are available, then feel free to go, write. So if is ext free, and then just, do the write, stuff. So what you need to do is you'd actually need to set up a file handle object for your file. So I'm gonna have a file handle. I don't know. Numbers. I'm just gonna save numbers to my file. Yeah, I spelled handle wrong. It takes a lot of skill to do that, and just import that. Control-Shift-O is the shortcut if you don't know that, if you didn't know that already. So numbers is going to equal gdx.files.external, because I want to, external, and we're going to call this numbers, and you can have any extension in the world. You can have anything you like anything. Like, I'm going to have mine .evh98, because I can do that. You can do that. By the way, this method is, the constructor is run each time a new, oh shit, what's the word? There we go. Each time a new instance of this object is made, so we've only got code to make the instance once. New game screen, that's when a new instance is made. Whenever a new game screen is called, all this is called. So the file is made literally on the create method. Hopefully you understood that. So yeah, I just forgot, that doesn't actually create the file, it just creates an object for the file. You actually need to write the file first. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go numbers dot write, and you've got an array of options here. Okay, you can write I don't know what's this for. What should we write? We can either write bytes, an array of bytes, or we can write a string, and we're going to write an array of bytes. Okay. And so we're going to have a new bytes array. 20, 21, 22, 33. Okay, that's our array. And this append parameter That means overwrite. Do you want to overwrite the file? Sorry, do you want to add to the file or do you want to overwrite? False is overwrite. We're just going to overwrite it every time. So we're going to run this now. Whoops. There we go. I'm just going to access my home directory. And there it is, numbers.avh98. Your home folder, you should know where it is. On Windows, it's in your C, okay, users, your current user, yeah, mine's right there. And if I just edit this with Notepad++, with an array of bytes, it will look weird, but if it was a string, it would be completely normal, don't worry. But this is good because people can't go in here and edit it, you know, to cheat, so that's good. On Mac, I actually have no idea where your home folder is. Try and find somewhere where it says your name. Linux users, you probably know where your home folder is anyway, so, you know. So now that we made our file, I'm going to read from it, okay, so, whoa, I have no idea what those numbers were anymore, okay. Oh, I've forgotten them. Oh, let's try and read them now. So literally, all I'm going to do is numbers dot read bytes. In fact, I'm going to make a new byte array to hold this information. And then I'm going to I'm going to print the first number in the array. So, array 1. Sorry, 0. So now that this file actually exists here, when it creates a new object, it's like, oh, okay, it's there. Okay, so we're going to set that to the object. Okay, it's cool. You know, it's not going to overwrite or anything, don't worry. So now if I run this, 20. Hey, there we go. And finally, I'm just going to go through some basic operations. So, numbers dot copy to, whoops, copy to. I'm going to give myself my own EVH98 folder. Oh. I'm going to copy it to there. Okay. Run this. And now it's copied to there. So as you can see, you didn't actually cut and paste it, or move it, so here's how you move it. You move to. And there's the same shit. I can't be bothered doing it. And finally, numbers dot delete. Let's run this. Home folder, it's gone. That's it for this tutorial. Have a fantastic